Guardians, what's going on, guys? Sly here, back at it with some more Warmind news for you all to soak up. Well, there has been lots to speculate over in the past few days. The revealed DLC, along with the addition of YouTuber footage, that gave us quite a lot of stuff to check out. Now, yesterday I released 25 Warmind facts in a video that I think turned out pretty damn good. Now, it covers a lot of what wasn't said in the Warmind reveal stream, and it goes over a few things that were said, but in a bit more detail. So if you haven't seen that, I definitely recommend that you watch it. But in this video, however, we're going to be checking out something that I am super excited to talk about, and that's the return of Hidden Collectables. Now, you might have heard me talk about them in my last video, and I don't know about you, but dead ghosts were, it was just my thing. You know, I loved looking for dead ghosts. If I told you guys how many hours I spent like scouring the wilds in Destiny 1, you probably would think I was an absolute lunatic, but I loved it, man. I don't know why, I just did. Many people shat on the idea of dead ghosts, and then it opened up lore attached to it through a website. You know, people hated it, but I personally thought it was pretty brilliant. You find the dead ghost, it unlocks a card that tells you more about the world that wasn't been able to put into the story. Now, if it weren't for those cards, guys, if it weren't for the Grimoire, I mean, think what Destiny would be. It wouldn't have nowhere near as much lore to talk about. And all those other channels like Bife and Myelin Games, I mean, what would they talk about? It'd be doing the same thing I'm doing. So I was super bummed to see D2 ship without some kind of collectible like a dead ghost. Now, I think that when they wanted to turn Destiny into a casual's paradise, they thought that a Grimoire score was making things too exclusive when people, you know, had really high scores. They kind of stuck together. So instead of tweaking it, they just stripped it outright, which I think was a damn shame. Anyways, don't know how they plan on handling these new ones, but we now know that some kind of collectible is indeed back and that they're here to stay. So first, as a refresh, during the stream, you can see the player accidentally, or I don't know, maybe even on purpose, catch a quick glimpse of this thing right here underneath the bridge. Now, since this looks to be the same thing that we saw in D2 during the Arecibo adventure, I was pretty positive it's a collectible because it was out on patrol, not during an adventure. Still not 100% sure about that, but now we have definitive proof, guys. Earlier, an image popped up on Reddit showing a piece of Mars. Now, it doesn't show everything, but it's the map of Mars in your director. And due to save getting in trouble, I'm not going to show it to you, but I'll have the link in the description down below because YouTubers had to sign an NDA that they would not show this. So if I show it to you, I'm going to get in trouble. I'd rather not do that. But nothing can stop us about talking about it. So if you remember in Destiny 2, we had those useless golden chests like sprinkled all through the world. Well, first off, they told you where to find the damn things, so what kind of sense does that make as far as a hidden thing? But anyway, and second, they really didn't give you much of anything out of the chests unless you were Glimmer Poor. However, the map didn't keep track of all of the chests you discovered. But in Destiny 1, if you remember, the map did show how many collectibles you found out of the total number available. It would show you like, you know, like 20 out of 25 or like 20 out of 50, whatever there were. And in Warmind, we're going back to that same system. Well, the map has leaked on Reddit, like I said earlier, and it shows just how many collectibles there are on Mars, along with proof that the vendor will for sure be just like the Osiris DLC, a small safe social space out in the map itself. Now, it doesn't show a ton of other things, but it looks like there's a fog of war thing going on, which will open up once we explore. So, by the way the scale is, it does indeed seem that this new Mars location is going to be as big as Titan, if not a little bit bigger. Just by the scale of looking at it, you can tell there's a lot more to see. More importantly, it shows that there are over 40 hidden collectibles to be found, 45 to be precise. That is the big news I'm taking away from this. And for those who are fans of finding every last scannable, every last collectible, or every shred of anything there's left to find, then rejoice, my friends, because with the Warmind DLC, it looks like they are finally coming back. Now, we still don't know what they're called, but if you read the words underneath the numbers 0/45, it says data recovered. So not only does this, at least to me, seem like a DLC collectible, it could also be like the Taken King collectibles that lead to a hidden weapon later on in the endgame. With the Rasputin-themed DLC in place, data recovered just screams to me some kind of schematic, so, you know, sprinkled all over the map, and once we piece it together, we'll have a fully mapped schematic ready to turn in. Now, I'm willing to bet it's not going to be that easy. We'll have to do some challenges or complete some like in-game activities before this thing is ready to fire, but still, hidden collectibles, hidden exotics, in-game activity challenges, all of these were absent from Destiny 2, and it was felt for months. This is absolutely the right step at the right time. Though extremely reminiscent of Destiny 1, the game kind of needs this right now, and even though I see a lot of D1 in this DLC, Bungie needs to focus on filling this game ASAP. Changing and advancing it with new subclasses or a new race, that's the kind of stuff that happens once you have a stable platform to advance. And in my mind, that is all pointing to September. But that is about it, Guardians. The more I discover about Warmind, the more excited I am that Bungie has been listening to what we want. And no matter how you feel about the D1 vibe, I think it's a huge step in the right direction to getting this game back to where it should have been to start with. But that's it for me, Guardians. As always, thank you for watching and for supporting the channel, and rejoice, we'll have something to do once the campaign ends. Today, which is April 26th, Thursday, the weekly update is going to drop sometime this afternoon. So here's hoping some more juicy news will come along with it, and as usual, I'll have your back if it does. Take care, y'all, and keep those eyes open for more videos coming out of Sly Nation in the very near future. But until then, this is your dude Sly, and I'll catch you all next time.